your town, and I'll be playing Andrew, the brother of Peter.
I'm John Williams, and I'm retired estimator for construction shop in Cedar Rapids, and I am playing the part of Simon Peter.
I'm Craig Hunter. I'm an agriculture engineer, and tonight I'll be playing the part of Bartholomew.
Eric Briesmeister. I'm a hospital administrator, and I am playing the part of Matthew.
My name is Matthew Stewart. I'm an architect, and I'm playing the part of Judas, son of James.
I'm Todd Graber, retired physics professor. Tonight I will be playing the role of James, the brother of John.
I am Terry Pizzari. I'm a diesel technician. I've been asked to play the part of John.
My name is Todd Langberg. I'm an operations engineer. And tonight I will play the part of Thomas.
I'm Rick Smith. I'm a veterinarian, and tonight I'm playing the part of James, son of Alphaeus.
Lance Camus. I'm a teacher at Lisbon High School. Tonight I will be playing the role of Simon.
I'm Dan Hacken. I'm a web developer at Cornell College, and I'll be playing the part of Philip.
My name is Paul Turler. I'm a senior quality assurance engineer, and tonight I've been asked to play the role of Judas Iscariot.
I'm John Bixler, a mechanical engineer. Tonight I'll be playing the role of Jesus.
Lord, why do you wash my feet?
You do not know now, but afterward you will understand.
But you shall never wash my feet. I am not worthy.
If I do not wash you, you have no part in me.
Then wash my hands and face also, so I may be wholly clean.
He who is bathed does not need to wash his body. Peter, you are clean. But not all at this table are clean. You call me Lord and Teacher, and you are right, for so I am. But he among you who would be great must be your servant, and he who would be first must be your slave. Just as the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. Just as I have served you this evening by washing your feet, so should you serve each other by washing each other's feet. For I have given you an example, that you should do unto each other as I have done to you. Be now at peace with one another. I must go and get the wine and the bread for the Passover meal.
What does he mean about serving each other if he's already washed our feet?
He means later, when he is not here. You know he said he is leaving us, that he will be killed.
But it can't be now. Didn't you hear the people praising him?
He says he will be killed. It is written, they will kill the Son of God.
But it can't possibly be now.
Bartholomew's right.
Do you remember a year ago when he spoke of being the Son of God in the temple? How they attacked him? And how they tried to stone him the last time we were here in Jerusalem? You're not yet 50 years old, they said to him. Have you seen Abraham? And he said to them, before Abraham was, I am. It was wonderful. And he had no power at the time. No one had heard of him. And even then they couldn't touch him. He just walked away.
Oh, he ran away. He fled the city.
He walked. I was there. I saw it. But that's not the point. The point is, now he's powerful. He should have no fear.
He has never been afraid, but they have always feared him. That is why they say they will kill him.
No, he says they will kill him because it is written. It must be.
I don't think it will be today. Didn't you see him in the streets talking to the scribes? What about the taxes? Is it lawful to pay tribute to Caesar or not? That's what they asked him. So show me a coin, said the Lord. So a man with a face like a weasel reached into his purse, and the Lord was like a magician, waiting. Who signed the stamp there? He asked. Why, it is Caesar's, said the weasel. So render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and render unto the Lord the things that are the Lord's. And the weasel looked like he wanted to be anywhere else, in a hole.
You know, they used to lie in wait, hoping he would stumble. Well, now they try to actively snare him and make him say foolish things. But the outcome is always the same. Do you remember after the feeding of the 4,000, some Pharisees shouted at him as he was walking away down the road? So he turned and faced them, stopped them right in their tracks 50 feet away, and he said to them, in the evening you say the weather will be fair, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be storming, for the sky is red and threatening. And then he said, you can interpret the appearance of the sky, but you cannot interpret the signs of the times. And then he walked away, and they just stood there saying nothing. And then finally, two of them looked up at the clouds.
He really has no fear. I saw it at the beginning. Not all of you were with us at that time. My wife's mother was ill, and we thought she was dying. It was late in the afternoon, very hot. You yourself walked into the house, and you felt ill. My wife was terrified, and I was upset. And he walked into the room of sickness and touched her. And she was well again. And at that moment, evening came, and the day was cool.
And what about the dead girl in the village? The 12-year-old whose father walked so far to come to us?
Oh, you mean the mayor in his black robe, edged in gold?
Yes, edged in gold. But he believed. Come, he said, and lay your hand on her, and she will live. And so we went. And there was that astonishing funeral. We heard the flutes, and then we saw the dancers. And I thought, it's too late, her hour has come. But it hadn't. He faced all those people and said, depart, for the girl is not dead, but sleeping. And they laughed at him. But he went inside with two of us. And he took her hand, and she got up and walked to the door, showing herself while shielding her eyes from the sun. After that, it got so quiet, you could have heard a single sparrow singing from the tallest tree.
How did that father happen to come to us?
He had heard of the Lord's works. Well, they always heard. He told all of us to spread the teachings. But when he performed healings, especially in the early days, he didn't want people to know. And yet they still heard. And they came already believing. Like this man. Or the centurion.
It was ridiculous.
What do you mean ridiculous, Judas? I've been afraid myself.
We were all afraid on the water that night.
I wasn't afraid. I could see his power. It was really the first time I could see it. To feed thousands with a few loaves and fishes. Yet he walked away from possibility. Again and again, he walked away.
Sometimes they sent him away. They sent him away from Nazareth, where they knew him of old, and they thought he was changed.
They thought he was changed. They never really knew him.
But they did ask us to leave. And it was the same after the day of the swine and the Gerasenes.
I remember that day. Let us go across the lake, he says. Now I'm a fisherman, and I can see there's a storm coming. So we set off, and the rain and the storm and the waves start crashing down right in the bottom of the boat. Even you were afraid that day, Judas. And I can still hear him over the storm. Where is your faith? Mine was in my shoes, and they were all wet. And we reached the shore and climbed the cliff, and there was that madman, terrible looking, streaked in mud, yelling, "Heal me! Heal me!" No. The Lord has already reached out to him. And the man's demons just keep kicking, and he keeps saying, "Stop tormenting me! Don't torment me!"
Well, sometimes you have to suffer to be healed.
But people never want to suffer for any reason.
He certainly didn't. This has no effect on the Lord. The Lord looked over at the man, back at the herd of swine, and the demons moved right over into the herd of the swine. And they stampeded full speed off the edge of the cliff. And those herdsmen, their mouths wide open and no sound coming out. And I can still see them far away, running down, falling down, getting up again, and running to save their souls.
He saved the rich man's soul. What did he get for it? The people came out from the town and sent us away.
They once sent us away from Jerusalem, but we have returned.
We should have come back before.
This is the right time. Didn't you hear the people shouting? They love him now.
But they don't all love him. They were not all in the streets. And remember, he has said, "He who is not with me is against me, and he who does not gather with me scatters."
No, Thomas. He said, "He who is not against us is for us." I remember because he said it to me.
I remembered otherwise. He has said it both ways, but in what he does, he has always been the same. He teaches, he heals, he shows compassion.
Not always. When Lazarus was dying, he waited. He refused to go.
He had a reason.
Lazarus was his friend, the brother of Mary and Martha. Yet he waited for reasons that were only his own.
They were not his own. It was written. He had to wait. And when Mary and Martha showed him the tomb, he wept.
It really doesn't matter. He saved Lazarus. Lazarus walks among us. He has just given us a fine meal. It is the same as before, and Lazarus is very grateful. He's been telling everyone all about it.
Yes, Matthew. And that is why the Pharisees want to put him to death. This is what it means to be a friend of the Lord.
What's the matter with you, Judas?
He chooses for himself, not for others, not for us, not for anyone else.
He is the Son of God. He is doing his Father's work.
He is a public figure with great power. Yet he wastes his days. He heals women and children, and even their gratitude he keeps to himself. It is not for others, not for us, not for anyone else.
It's that woman and her expensive ointment, isn't it? You couldn't bear to see her anointed.
No, it's not the ointment, although that was a terrible waste. When I think of the condition of the poor in Jerusalem,
I
heard what he said to you. She has done a beautiful thing, he said. For you will always have the poor, but you will not always have me. I was very moved. Don't you see? He thinks he will be killed soon. It's as if he's come here to be killed.
It's the opposite. Here in Jerusalem, he is safe. And when he's with the people now, everyone knows it and he is safe. And when he's with us, no one knows it and he is safe again.
He thinks he will be killed very soon.
And I tell you, he is safe. They don't know where he is.
They know.
Lord, when you washed my feet tonight, I remember the time the Pharisees rebuked you because some of us were eating with unwashed hands.
I remember, James.
You quoted Isaiah. You said, "These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me."
Yes, I remember.
Lord, our hearts are close to you tonight.
Lord, eating with you tonight, I remember what you told the Pharisees when they rejected your faith at the baptism of John. To what do we compare the men of this generation, and what are they like? They are like children, crying out in the marketplace. For we piped, but you did not dance, and you wailed, and we did not weep. But John the Baptist has come, eating no food and drinking no wine, and you say, he has a demon. But the Son of Man has come, eating and drinking, and you say, behold, a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of the tax collectors and the sinners. And then you said, yet the world is justified by all her children.
Yes, Simon. I remember.
Lord, do you remember when they came to tell you that your mother and your brother stood outside and wanted to speak to you? And you said, who is my mother and who are my brothers? And then you reached your hand out towards us and said, this is my mother and my brothers. Do you remember?
Yes, John. I remember.
We are your mother and brother still.
Yes. I know that you are. You are those who have continued with me in my trials. Just as my Father appointed for me, so do I appoint for you. You shall eat and drink at my table in my kingdom. You are my friends, and I have earnestly desired to eat this Passover meal with you. Yet truly I say to you, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me tonight.
Is it I, Lord? Say it is not I.
Is it I, Lord?
Is it I, Lord?
Is it I, Lord?
You have said it. My hour has come. It will be fulfilled. Father, bless this bread to our use this Passover night. My friends, as I give you this food tonight, I give you a piece of myself, that you should truly share a part in all that I am. This is my body. Take it in remembrance of me. Father, bless this wine for our use this Passover night. Drink of it, all of you, for this is my blood of the covenant, poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. I say, I will not drink again of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it with you in my Father's kingdom. My friends, I have much to say, but we have only a little time. My hour is coming, and it has come for you as well. You will fall away because of me tonight, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will scatter.
Lord, if the others fall away because of you, I will not fall away.
Truly, Peter, I say to you, this very night before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times.
Even if I must die with you, Lord, I will not
me in a new way. But for now, we must say goodbye. Just as my Father has loved me, so have I loved you. I have called you friends, for all that the Father has made known to me, I have told you. My hour has come, and it has come for you as well. Tonight you will scatter, each to his home, and you will leave me alone. Yet I am not alone, for the Father is with me. I have said this to you, that in me you may find peace. In the world you have tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you, that you should bear fruit, and your fruit should abide. It shall abide if you obey my commandments, and I command you now, to love one another, as I have loved you. For if you love the Father, and you love one another, then you shall truly be my disciples. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Come to me soon in the garden. I must speak to my Father this evening, and I wish to have you near me as I pray. Judas, what you were going to do quickly.
Peter, Simon Peter, his prayer, now.
Our Father who art in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
On earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Lead us not into temptation,
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever.
Amen.
He is waiting.
Quite thankful that you have joined us for this and hope that you have been blessed beyond belief. Thank you to all of our gentlemen here who have worked so hard memorizing your lines and working together. Thank you. Thank you to John Chi for running sound, to Barb Shepley for costumes. I'm going to forget something. Babs Moore for directing and Terry Pizarnik for stage. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, Dennis for writing this. I want to invite Eric Riesmeister up for just a moment.
So they say behind every great man, or 13 great men, is a great woman. Well, we don't have a great woman, we have an amazing one. So, bands, on behalf of all the disciples in Jesus.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he look upon you with favor and grant you peace. Amen.